As noted in its logo, first opened in 1919. There's a look at the beautiful Pebble Beach golf links here on the captivating Monterey Peninsula. Rich Lerner, so pleased to be joining you here today, and by my side in the tower, as always, is Frank Nobilo. And Frank, when I look to my right over the Monterey Peninsula toward the Pacific Ocean, I always think this is what they mean when they sing "From Sea to Shining Sea." Pebble Beach never does disappoint.
It has to be on everybody's wish list. I don't really care what level of your standard of play is. The best players in the world want to play here, and I have friends really that just took up the game, for example, like a year ago, and that's always where they want to go. Can I get a round at Pebble Beach?
So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got about 98 yards to the front, 111 to the hole cut right in the middle. With the sand wedge, and boy, does this look good.
It might have been perhaps a little conservative, but right in the heart of the green.
Just 90 yards remaining here for his second into the par 4. This is an 11-foot putt. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. Now, we've seen folks hang that putt out to the right. It does not move as much as you'd think, and that goes on by. To 1 over par early on in this round. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the left.
Good solid tee shot there, coming off the bogey at the first. This is in the fairway at number 2. Well within range from here. A second now to the par 5. But that one had to feel good.
Yeah, struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly. Oh, this is straight at it.
It's a really good line. That is a marvelous shot. Look at that, Frank. You are sometimes on a par 5. You're happy to just be home, maybe 50, 60 feet away. You take your 2 putts and move on. Here you're thinking about eagle, getting out of there with a 3.
Yeah, just imagine if he can roll this one in. What a well-played hole it will be.
Knock this one in, and that will have been a perfectly played hole with 2 superb shots to this point. Oh, boy, you're not going to get many better eagle looks than that. But not to be. Okay, nothing to it. Nice work there. It's a birdie, and it moves him to 2 under on the round. This is a pretty hole, the third. 397 yards, just a gentle dog leg to the left. And you do have the option. If you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dog leg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. that will do just fine. Right side of the fairway here for this, his second. Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
If you're being too kind, that's not at all ideal.
No. This is a 13-footer. Yeah, that's a steadying putt right there. Well done to save par. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par.
Frank, this is where it becomes really obvious where you are. You're at Pebble Beach. There's the Pacific Ocean, and this begins that magnificent 7-hole stretch right along the ocean. A fun hole, not long, 331 yards up the hill. We're at the fourth.
Yeah, and each one of those 7 holes that you referred to, Rich, there's a common theme, which is don't look right, because that's pretty much the ocean the whole way around. And this one here, that decision has to be made. 330 to the front of the green. There's a hint of a breeze to try and drive it. Otherwise, really, you've got to worry about that pot bunker. It's between 230 and 250 yards. But as I first said, do not go right.
And you saw that one kick up some sand. It is indeed in the bunker. The tee shot collected here now, a short one for his second. A very good spot to putt from here. This for an eagle. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, so after the big tee shot and some good work around the green, here's the result. Tap in 3. Well, those are the birdie putts you don't have to sweat too much over. No problem there. It gets in to 3 under par. Here we are at the first par 3 at Pebble Beach. It's the 189-yard fifth. This was redesigned late last century by the great Jack Nicklaus, who has so much rich history here at Pebble Beach. Okay, that one's dancing. Okay, a friendly bounce there, and that will make its way onto the putting surface. Look here at birdie.
And if you've ever used a putting mat as a holiday gift, this is the putt. Slightly up the hill and dead straight.
Boy, we are seeing some really good golf here early on. That's going to move him to 4 under through his first 5 holes.
Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie that pushed that score to 3 under for the round. Well, this is where the excitement starts to build early in a round at Pebble Beach. I know it's the 6th, but you're coming into possibly one of the greatest stretches in all of golf. This is a 498-yard par 5, goes up the hill, Pacific Ocean in the distance, chance to make an eagle here, and chance to feel really good about where you're headed. Well, that's going to make getting to this green into a tall order as that tee shot into the bunker. And that will be more than adequate. It's safely into the fairway. Oh, that's not going to be good. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. Gonna have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball online.
Got every bit of that through all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Pretty good look here. 18 feet for eagle. Oh boy, that definitely took a look, but that was a perfectly weighted putt, nearly an eagle. Fighting a good fight. Got to keep your head in the game even when it's not going your way. That's a putt for bogey, and he'll go to 2 under par. Okay, he is making it look routine at this point. Another birdie, and it moves him to 5 under par. Well, this is the one you dreamed about, isn't it? Just a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that tiny green here at the 7th. You and your maker, there's nothing better in the world than to be playing the 7th hole and playing it well here at Pebble Beach. Second shot coming up. Noda's down there.
The tee shot at the 7th can be both beauty and beast. Beauty if you find yourself on the green, putting for birdie, and beast if you find yourself in one of these bunkers trying to make par.
Now from the bunker.
Just a little splash out on this par 3.
Okay, that got caught up a bit before it got to the green. Kind of slowed its momentum, but good out regardless. Well, that's disappointing. He misses the par putt, and he'll have this for bogey.
Now a 7-footer.
Boy, nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. That's 1 under on the day.
From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8th. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Yeah, this not a terribly long hole, so precision off the tee is the key, and the iron is the right call there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Really nice right there. That was a touchy one, but it's in for a par. Chance now for another birdie. Yeah, can't take those for granted. Good concentration there, and it's in for a birdie. Thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off at the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, man, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
A little short, a little left, but inside 10 feet, so even I can't really criticize that.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green.
Oh, it was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check. Well done.
Not a problem. That's in for birdie. And that score moves to 2 under par. Okay, so that all set up with a big drive, then some handiwork around the green leading to that. Not much more than a tap-in 3. So yet another wonderful day at Pebble Beach. Though Frank, it's not finished.